Hello, and welcome back to all mods. Why did I say all the mods? Eddie's modded adventure. Jesus. Episode 32. And today should be getting our reactors up and running, and then hopefully we'll be able to turn on our fissile fuel to start generating our nuclear waste and getting into the nuclear waste processing. As you can see behind me, power is up and running. Did this real quick in between episodes. Took me about 15 minutes to get it all sorted. That's including doing all the auto crafting recipes, which are in here and in here. So just a quick rundown if you don't understand, if you're not understanding how this works. So these redstone links from Create are fantastic for something like this. So in here we have our recipes, obviously. Set this to redstone pulse inserts next set. So what that does is when this receives a redstone signal, it will put in the next set. Our importer is set to whitelist to only pull out these, otherwise it'll just pull out whatever goes in there. Because that's the wonders of refined storage in that regard. So if I grab some energized steel, I'll put it on to craft. It's gonna be 10, so we can do this while. So this gets a redstone signal, sends it to this. So the comparator is reading the inventory. Sends to this, which then stops this from realistically that should be on. Redstone signal should be on. A pulse is, oh yeah, because that's already done. Energized steel. Give me another stack. So this, see, with ignore redstone, see, it just piles everything in there. Redstone signal unlocks auto crafting. It still puts everything in. Redstone signal locks auto crafting, which is the better way to do it. So the redstone signal locks the auto crafting. And it's the same as the other one. So the redstone signal gets hit, stops this from running, and then when this is done, it gets pulled out, signal's gone, it puts the next set in. Simple as. This is just quick under an app. I was gonna try and do it like going up here, but like I could have put this on this side and then gone up here, but like it would have been in line with this pipe. So do you know what? It's the basement. It's not supposed to look pretty down here. It's supposed to be a bunch of wires and whatever. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I needed this redstone, like, quote unquote, contraption for this, I would have this upstairs or in the factory building. But it's just something like this I'd rather keep downstairs out of the way, because I don't want to see this thing flashing in the corner of my eye every so often when I'm crafting things. So the first thing we need to do is upgrade these rods. So to get our next tier of rod, we need these ones. So that's all done. So we're going to take these rods, we're going to put them in here, we're going to do rods. We should be able to go straight up to the hardened, because we should have the stuff for this. Yep. So I don't know if they're... This is one thing I'm noticing as well with... it doesn't use these ones, so you end up having a bunch of these rods just sitting in your storage system or whatever you're using. Like logistics, refined storage, Tom Simple Network, Simple Storage Network, storage drawer network, or integrated dynamics, RF tools. There's loads. There's actually loads of different storage system solutions that are like refined storage and everything. It's just refined storage on the planet just are the bigger ones that everybody sees. So they just sit in your storage. They don't get used for the crafting recipe unless you do it manually. These do not get used. So what we need to get to is I want to try and get to the nitro rods before we get to doing the stuff for the reactors, because these require 20 million RF for 16. But then once we got the 16, we need 2 of these for is the reactor. Wow, we need 4. So 4. We need, realistically, it's one per block. So we need 36 of these, which requires 4 of these, and 16 of them is 20 million RF. So you need 3 crafts of this at 60 million RF to be able to what we need. So these are the hardened. So let's try and get ourselves up to at least spirited. So if we do spirited, we get another 10 of these. So what we should be seeing now is not that happening. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, we're just gonna let this run. 1 sec. I don't know if you could hear in the background. When my one cat decides to go to the toilet, he likes to dig to Narnia. So yeah, right. Anyway, sidetracked by my animals because they always seem to want to be vengeful when I start recording every time. So let's go and cancel this quest for a minute, and then we'll start it again once this one is finished. Right. So spirited. You want 9 of these. So this should start working on what we need for this. And while that does that, we're going to go map out what we're going to do with the what's it called? The nuclear waste production refinement. So you ain't running, obviously. You ain't running. So the nuclear waste is gonna be. I wonder if I can. I don't know if I can store nuclear waste. I don't think nuclear waste is classed as a gas. Well, don't think I can. So I think I'm probably gonna have to process the nuclear waste outside here somewhere. So what I could do, and this one isn't gonna take as much of a footprint. So nuclear waste from mechanism. That's spent nuclear waste. That's nuclear waste. I don't think I can actually store it in a chemical tank. I think that's literally for creative purposes only. So this stuff made an isotropic centrifuge and the solar neutron activators. So if I was to, so we got centrifuge does plutonium, the activators do polonium. Both of these require water and fluorite dust to get their respective polonium and plutonium pellet. But polonium is also used in the supercritical phase shifter, SPS as we're going to call it, to create antimatter. But 1 bucket of polonium creates 1 millibucket of antimatter. So 1/1000th of a bucket. And then this gets put into the chemical crystallizer. 1 bucket gets you 1 pellet. And this 1 pellet is used for QED stuff, the mech suit stuff, the antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer. Yeah, which uses to turn skeleton skulls into wither skeleton skulls, Red Bull into redstone, tin into iron, coal into diamonds, golden apples into enchanted golden apples, sea beet apparently into chorus fruit flowers, obsidian into crying obsidian, yellow wool into glowstone. Okay. Leather into phantom membranes. Okay, that's good. Eggs into dragon eggs. Okay. If you need dragon eggs for a lot, you need a lot of dragon eggs for something, fine. Flower pots and nautilus shells. That's pretty good. Quartz blocks. End crystals from beacon. Like, why? Right. So why would you waste a nether star on a beacon and 3 millibucks of antimatter to make an end crystal when they only cost a gas tier? Nether star to heart of the sea. I can understand. Respawn anchor from a bed. Okay. Emeralds, diamonds into emeralds. Diamond swords into tridents. Bows into crossbows. No, there's some of them are just, why? Like this one. It's an eye of ender, gas tier, and some glass. Like why would you waste a beacon that requires a nether star? Anyway, we're gonna have another building out here, which we will probably. I don't know if I want to do another dome. Look at that. Looks so good. It's so clean. Yet I can't play with Greg Tech. I can do something like that with Mechanism, but I can't do Greg Tech. No idea why. The music might be a smidge too loud. So on this side then, we need some sort of building for this. And we are gonna do it in even mode. Do we do what do we do for this? What do we do for this? It says ellipse, but it's like a that's not too bad. Let's make it make it 16 by 12. Yeah, that should be big enough. Yeah, that should be big enough. So, whoa, my eyes are real funny then. A centrifuge. So if we get 10 of these, we get the solar neutron activators. We get 10 of them. My eyes just went really funny then for some reason. We get some bricks. Let's do this with stone bricks again. We'll bring this up 7. Yeah. Because I could realistically put the SPS in here as well. Because the SPS is only going to take up like a 5x5. Yeah, could do. So maybe make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. Just become like our nuclear facility, isn't it? Like we got our we got a reactor in this one, we got a turbine in this one, we got our nuclear fuel being made over there, and then we got our nuclear fuel processing over here. So let's just put the basic first layer down. I would probably do the same we'd probably do the same flooring here as we've done everywhere else. That a nice little, like, what I would like to say, scientifically looking, like, clean room type thing. And I know that is actually a multi-block with Greg Tech, a clean room. I've seen the Jojo using it, and his absolute disapproval of the thing. Okay, so that should be ideal. We're gonna grab our wand. Probably gonna need some more stone bricks, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, not that many more. Bricks. Stone bricks. And that fills that in. Awesome. So then we'll do our entrance here. We can turn you off. And I think what I'm going to do is... Hold on. Can I enable this? I can. So if I... view up. And then... you in like that. I don't know. I think I might just put just a flat glass roof on this one. Might do like a little trim of something. We'll do... oh, I don't know. Let's do, say, deep slate? Or let's go with just some nice smooth stone? Just some basic smooth stone? Let's do some basic smooth stone as a top layer trim. And we just do a straight flat glass roof. If I can speak. My English is great. What I can do this one, I think, with some of the factory blocks have got like this sort of like leaky, rusty sort of look to it. I might, because I'm gonna have the nuclear waste barrels, we could do that. We could do some of those like leaky, rusty looking blocks to make it look like the nuclear waste is leaked, in a sense. And it looks like the waste is leaked out onto the floor. Glass. Give me 1,000. And then once that's crafted up, I'm going to turn it into smooth glass. And then that should be enough. Let's trade out our wand. Hold on, is there an unbreakable wand? Yes, there is an infinity. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna at a moment pop you in there. I remember it again. Okay, so now we got a wand that's just never gonna break on us. We don't have to worry about doing the whole... oh, my wand's almost broken. I need to grab a new one. That's one good thing with the project is things like that, where I can just insta replace a tool, just a basic tool like this. This glass is so clear, it didn't even look like there was any there then. Like, it's that clear, look, you can't even tell it's there. I need, like, on a flat roof. Yeah. Like, you could just imagine being on a multiplayer where someone's like, oh yeah, this looks really, you know, all your stuff going on here, they're going to fly out and bonk, hit their head on the roof. So now we need to clear out the flooring. Let's just check on our spirited stuff. Still not done yet. Oh, we're starting to craft them. Literally, as we open it up, it starts to craft them. So I wanna murder my cats for a one. That's not where I was going, but I'm gonna murder my cats if they carry on. And the thing is, it's normally Binks that starts it, and Toothless is the one who started the day. As you may be able to tell, then I don't have a separate office everywhere else in my house, or my room, sorry, my flat, that I can game in peace. Normally this time of the night, we're getting to bed. I'm normally going to bed for work. So we'll do the same thing here. We're going to put a layer of an outer ring of the smooth stone, and then we'll fill in the inside with the factory blocks. I love the shovel. I love having fast tools. Smooth stone. And then by the time we finish doing this, the those spirited rods should be done. And once we've got them, we can start working on doing the nitro rods. So we can, well, I don't think we need nitro rods for that really. The spirited rods should be good enough to get us the nitro crystals that we're gonna need. Yeah, I could make, you know, nitro seeds with mystical agriculture, but I'm not overly bothered. So we're gonna pop back over here, upstairs. We're gonna grab some factory blocks. Might actually, I don't think we'll have enough. Give me another, yeah, that. Give me another, yeah. You in there, and you are factory blocks, dude. Some. And then we go and put these down. Get our exchanging gadget. I'm gonna put you not on fuzzy. And that should be our nice floor. Yeah, we didn't even use half the amount we made. We probably didn't have enough initially. But better to be safe than sorry. Where you? So this is our reprocessing facility and SPS building, because might as well do them both in the same one. So solar neutron activators. These are all going to require, obviously, in the name solar, which I think is what the reason, best thing why we did the glass roof. So put all of these down. And I hope that this will still work, because you don't actually need like power. So these will take the nuclear waste into the colonium, and this needs to go into a PRC, water, and that. So what we're going to do is have some pressurized tube. It will output this side, and then we get those pressurized reaction chambers. We need two for this. We need one for this one, and we need one for centrifugal separator. So isotopic centrifugal separator. What's that? What mod is that? Centrifugal separator. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. And then all we're going to do is grab this. And then we'll disconnect those two there. Pressurized reaction chambers. 2 of these, and thanking you. So you will have, might as well set this up now. Gas input on the back. Item input on right. And then item output on the front. And then to be on top. And you're pretty much the same. You have items in that side, output that side, fluids, top, gases on the front. Yeah, so you'll have your gas will come in on the back, this, and this. We'll have a couple of drawers. Set the item config to auto eject. A couple of drawers for our polonium and plutonium. And then what we need is fluorite. Dust is done in a crusher. So I need a couple of crushers again. And I'm missing buckets of lava. Of course I'm missing the lava buckets. Crushers, 2 keys. We got 1 crusher there, 1 crusher there. Item input on the left, output to the right, jack on. Input, output, jack on. Underneath we'll have power underneath, which will run underneath as well, because these don't need power. And then it's just a case of getting the fluorite in, which we could probably do. Fluorite does have EMC. It does. Awesome. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, we don't really need these then. Fluorite dust has an EMC. And then we get 2 violet links. 1, 2. Set you for fluorite. You to output fluorite. Logistic cables. You. Put the fluorite in there. Fresh fluorite will go into there. And then what we need is let's get some ender tanks. And I know we're creating water somewhere. This and we need some, because we're getting water from the river next to us. We just two ender tanks, both switched off for water, and that's pretty much it. Let's just get some tier installers. 2 of you, 2 of you, and 2 of you. There. Actually, universal back. Run our power cables as well now, so so this is going to be pretty much set up, ready to go as soon as we can. As soon as we get that system turned on. And that's that. I need my personal shrinking device. Now we're going to go down here. It's an activator. And it's there. I do apologize for the noise my animals are making in the background. If you hear it anyway, that's if you hear it. If you do, then I do apologize. Okay. And okay. We need a point. Box point. Power out. And now we just need to do our speed upgrades, energy upgrades. 40. I need 3 more speed upgrades. Oh, no, we need 32. 1, 2. I'm pretty sure these can't take upgrades, but these can. I'm not gonna bother upgrading this just yet. I say that as I go. I need 75 points. Energy upgrades. I need 72. Might as well do it. Might as well do it while we're at it. Because why not? And then energy upgrades. They should be. Our spirited rods are done, so we can go back and sort them out. Interesting. So these are all maxed out on energy. These are ultimate. These are ready to go. This is ready to go, and this is ready. So realistically, all we need now is bring our bring the nuclear waste over here. So you might as well do that real quick while we're here. I think 2 stacks should be enough. And what we're gonna do here is we're going to personal shrink down. Turn step assist off. Oh, a shovel. So this is obviously the outside. I got a feeling that might actually be right where I want to be. Oh, we were one block off. That's crazy. One block. I've done some good guesswork in the past, but I think that's the best I've done. I'm gonna damage them in a minute. Because they're just being pains now. What's going on there? Some stone, place there. Where's my smooth stone gone? Still doing it, like weird. I don't know why it's doing. So we switch you to pull, and then switch all these to pull as well. Because I actually did read somewhere. I'm not talking about on this one. I actually did read somewhere that if you actually switch the watching a video, you actually switch the mechanism pipes to the push pull, actually do transfer faster into whichever machines they're going to. Which makes sense in my opinion. So now I just gotta put this away, you away. And realistically, all I need to do over here, thank you the power out. Taking almost 3 million power. Reduced all the fissile fuel. I just need to go in this side. This shouldn't have anything in it. Oh, I had a little squeaky bum moment there. That water level dropped dramatically. Fissile fuel is going down. Is it going down? Oh, it's good. It's like it's going down to about 190. Yeah, 93, and then jumping straight back up. So you are also now producing 11.42 million RF. The max flow 7.2 million. And we're only at 500 milliback, and we're only at 5 million. Yeah. 1 second. I do apologize this episode for the noises of my animals from behind. It is ridiculous how loud they're being with the running around and the being a pain in my backside. So, as I was saying, I can increase the flow rate if I can make the flow rate closer to the 77.2 million, then I'm gonna be producing as much power as I can. But I've got to be careful with the water. The water drops down too fast, then we have a meltdown. So that increased the flow rate by 1 million basically. So if I can risk it for a biscuit at 400, No. Can't do 400. 350? Maybe not. Oh no. No. I'll do 350. So 300, I think, is gonna be it. Yeah, because that water's going up. It looks like it's going down, but it's not actually going up. So it's been damaged. Look, there's damage happening. So I think once that water fills right back up, I think the damage should start to slowly go back down. Superheated sodium. Using a thermoelectric boiler with water to create steam. I think I might drop that back down to 250. Just to be on the safe side. I'd rather be safe and filled with water than push it and have a potential nuclear meltdown. Our fissile fuel is sitting strong. The damage, I'd have to figure out about that. But we go over here to our processing. We have 10 plutonium and 10 polonium already. Hey! That's awesome. Oh, the spent nuclear waste. I gotta get that out, don't I? Monkey nuts. Okay. Okay. Entangled block. We take 2 of these. And we get nuclear. Nope. We craft up a bunch of these. Give me half a stack of these. Radioactive waste barrels. What are you waiting for? I know that area isn't chunk loaded quite yet. But you're crafting steel. Crafting steel. That's fine. And then what we do is over this side, with these, we get our tangling binder. We select this one there, and then we select this one to there, and then we get our waste barrels, and we're gonna do, and this is what, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 12. So if we do this a minute, and then we go because what happens here is this gets rid of the nuclear waste, quote unquote, safely. Pressurized tubes, and then we just connect all these up with pressurized tubes. And then what we do is, I think on here then, on this, gases, output on the front. Hmm. Or spent nuclear waste. No, it is a gas, isn't it? Because like all 6 sides is covered with something. You've got input gas on the back. You've got crushing on the side. You've got output of your whatever on this side. Your water coming in over the top, and you got power on the bottom. So like, how am I supposed to? How are you supposed to use a block that requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you've got 6 sides already filled? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Item 1, item 2, power 3, gas input. Yeah, because there's our 6th side, but there. Yeah, I think only way I'm gonna do this is. No, I don't need to do anything. No, no, no. What I need to do is gas output on the right, gas output on the left. As long as these don't have like a gas input on. Yeah, and then we do this. Your gas output there. Give me this minute. Right, let's reconfigure these. Okay. We got one entangle block there, one entangle block there. This one select you with your gas output on the left. So your gas output on the left should mean I need you on that side. Your gas output on the right should mean there. Why aren't you doing what you need? Yeah, because I'm outputting to the side. So your output on the right, which would mean you would be outputting on your right with this side. I don't know. It's working now for some reason. I know it's working. It's doing what it needs to do. It's outputting the nuclear waste to where it needs to output to. So you know the spent nuclear waste is in there, but it's going up, but it will slowly start to go down as the nuclear waste finishes and goes away. Right. So that's that done, and that bit there took a lot longer than it should have. I need more water. I need a lot more water. Mechanical pipes. I know the way I'm doing this is unnecessary, but I'm doing it just for symmetry reasons. Those isotropic centrifuges allow. Dude, that's better. So we got plenty of fluorite going in. Like we're not even scratching the amount of EMC that we're actually using compared to what's being exported into. These are filling up real fast with nuclear waste. Might need to put more barrels down. I did not mean to pick that up. Like they don't explode or anything. They don't leak or anything. They just like the. It doesn't. I don't know how big of an actual container they are, but we're flying up on plutonium or polonium. Look at that. 180 polonium, 240 plutonium. How is reactor doing? Fissile fuel's actually dropping. So let's drop this burn rate down. 200. Still going down. Am I not? Out of that entire setup, I'm not producing enough fissile fuel? There's no way I am not producing enough fissile fuel here. This is making sulfur trioxide. Is it really the sulfur dioxide still? It looks like it. It looks like it's still the sulfur dioxide that's our bottleneck. Because water vapor's fine. Sulfuric acid is done with the sulfur trioxide. You're doing with water vapor, so you're doing sulfuric acid, which is the sulfur trioxide. So it's the sulfur dioxide is literally holding us back again. It always seems to be this. Every time I do this, it's always this. No matter how big, how small of a system I build, it's always this. Like, it's max speed, it's max energy. Why is it always this? And these can't be upgraded into like any higher tier or faster or anything. It's the sulfur dioxide as always. Because like fissile fuel is not even. It's like a bucket every sort of like tick, half a tick or half a second. Like this is fine. The Look, I have sulfuric acid over here. Is it the sulfuric acid? No, it's not. It will be. Because if I do pipes, recipe, 2 more of these, recipe, give me some more of these. And we do two, 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 and we got our pipe wrench out. Mechanisms, logistics pipes just aren't as good as they used to be. Like this is the same here. It's just baffling me. You know, Mechanism used to have the best pipe system, fastest pipe system, and now it's like non-existent in some cases. Fixing problems for solutions that should fixing problems, making words. Solutions for problems that should not have existed. First thing is like, this isn't running because it needs sulfuric acid. And these just aren't running fast enough. So I might actually have to do another layer of these above. And I'm just gonna have to bring a power line up over the top just to produce more sulfur dioxide. I don't know. We're way past our wrapping up point for today, but we've got our polonium and plutonium. Do you see that? Look, it's starting to, it goes down a little bit. Yeah, it just safely like disappears over time. So obviously these don't run in the day. These run at night. It really could be a way I could set it so like this thing, these run in the night, these run in the day. I suppose I could do that with like a daylight sensor. So I use a daylight sensor, redstone signal for all of these to stop running during the day, and then these run in the day, these run at night. That might be a good idea actually, because that'll capitalize on the amount of stuff I make. So, as always, ladles and jelly spoons, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you may be watching us. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and that is our fission reactor actually and hopefully forever up and running. Hopefully. I might do a little bit of redstone controlling between episodes to turn it off if it does start to get dangerously low. So just in case like the fissile fuel runs out or water starts to dissipate, drop down too quick. So until next time, bye.